Welcome guys, and welcome to another video. I just thought I'd like to bring you into what was my sunny garden, and unfortunately the sun's gone behind the clouds, but hopefully it'll be back out again soon. Some of you are aware that over the past few months, well, past 6 months, I've been working on the garden, and started last November digging out the old pond and starting to put in the new pond. All that work's now finished. The pond's great. We did some other work in the garden as well. I had to build a filter for the pond, which is well, that looks good. And added bonus is that we've managed to, with all the leftovers that we've got, we've managed to have a little tub for 5 of my young blackmores. So those are now outside, and we'll show you that. What I like to do is just give you a tour of the garden. It's only a small garden, but you know, I mean, it does look. A lot of people have commented that, you know, it's a really nice garden. I'm trying to make it low maintenance. I do have a bad back. We had an allotment which we gave up last year, so most of my time now is spent on the on this garden. And the sun has been out. I've been enjoying the garden, but unfortunately it's gone in. We just had a little bit of rain, but at the moment that seems to have stopped, and I can see that it's starting to brighten up a little bit. Whether it'll brighten up while we're doing this video or not, I don't know, but we'll just see. But anyway, I'll come back in a second and we'll give you a tour of the garden. So guys, this is the view from where I've been sitting, and you know, I mean, we sit here most evenings if it's nice and it's not over too windy. It's quite a calm day today, so we're lucky in that. We're lucky in that front, but normally it can get very breezy, and one of the things that we've been trying to do is to basically get trees and things that are growing. We've put this timber structure up, but hopefully, and the gate and the little fence there, just trying to basically cut down on the amount of breeze and wind that we get in this garden. So as you can see, it's only a small garden. The pond itself is now finished. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about the reflection there. It doesn't matter which way I go. It's always going. I mean, if I come across here, this is probably the only spot I can get where the house is covers or puts the garden into shade. So there we are. We've got 10 fish in there. 5 koi and 5 goldfish, and they're doing well. They've really settled in. The big white one, that's called Dyson. You'll have seen that on videos before. The other koi we did get from Derbyshire Koi, and I have done a video on them before. And they got some really stunning koi down there. The goldfish, to be honest, those are what I've inherited from visits. I did say the sun would come out, didn't I? And so that's now out. Everything this year is taken off. Everything, I mean, basically all the plants have suffered a little bit because of the work that we've done in the garden. But now everything's sort of just growing. So I got the Acer tree there, that's doing well. We do like our grasses. Like I say, we want it to be as low maintenance as possible. I'm stood right on the edge of this pond now, and I did nearly fall in, but fortunately, you know, got away with that one. 2 box trees there. We did have 3. One of them sadly didn't make it, so we just got the 2 now. But it's a very, very private garden. We do have people that pass in because we've got a high fence. Then it is, like I say, it's fairly quiet. Just here now we've got a hazel tree, yeah, and this hazel, we've had it for quite a number of years, and it was on our allotment, but it's always been in that pot. One of the rules was that on the allotment I could have the hazel tree, but it had to be potted. I wasn't allowed to put it in the ground. But but this I've grown from hazelnut. I planted, I think, about 2 or 3 of them, and this is the only one that I managed to keep, basically, and it's doing really, really well. And a lot of the plants here are getting fed from the pond. Have you spotted? I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me see if I can zoom in. Little ladybird there. So I'll take you up here. Originally, this garden was it was just overgrown. Um, when we arrived, we put a big lawn in, which would have been from just about here, and then there was a lawn out, and a lawn down, and all we had was we just had these stones round the edge, which were the edge of the lawn, and we had the kids then, and they were at home. But the problem was that because of the position of the house, the lawn did suffer, and it suffered every winter. The amount of time that we could actually benefit from the lawn was very minimal. So we decided to do the garden, and we had a lot of bricks available from, we demolished a wall in our basement, so we had all these bricks available. As you can see, we've got this nice archway around here. See there, so that comes all the way around there, and then we managed to do the brick pathway with it as well. So we have the brick pathway that comes up, and then it goes towards the house, and then just stops there. Right. So this is the tub that I've managed to just put together from basically just salvage bits, and in there I've got 5 very young Blackmores, and they're probably about 12 months old. I don't know if you can see them. I tried earlier, but whoops. Oh, there we are, there's one. You can just see 3 of them, I think. Yeah, the other ones are hiding. But I just threw this together with bits and pieces. The black pond liner just goes down into the pond and just stops any water from seeping down the back of the stones. And the little tub itself is from IKEA. We had this one spare, so we've the bits that we had I think I just had to buy. The only thing that I really had to buy was this here, the fitting, and then everything else I already had, including the media and there's some sponge down there. I think I got coarse, medium, and fine. So they're doing okay. But no, I brought them out because they're looking a little bit pale in the fish room. So thought I'd bring them out and we'll give them a bit of daylight, sunlight, which should help. Then this here is the filter that is feeding the pond. Donna's got some chives on there. I've got some. These have suffered as well. I couldn't get to them, so they've suffered a little bit, but they'll come back next year. But although I could hose the garden down, what I couldn't do, I couldn't get rainwater to them. And last year it was very, very dry, and these guys suffered. But now they've got plenty of rainwater, and they'll do okay. But underneath here, I'm just going to stop for a second. I've just taken the lid off, and inside we've got two of these containers, and they've been linked together. You can just see down there, and there's another one down there that you can see, one stacked on top of the other. Now, just get rid of that and pull that out. Okay, so this is inside the filter, and what happens here is that water comes up from the pond through the pump along here and straight down to the bottom, and excuse me. So that then will go through a coarse filter at the bottom, a medium filter, and then goes through the biofos. Any water then will go down here, and that pops down to then the lower one. I don't see. So there's a lower one down there, and in there it's full of alpha grog, and that works on the same principle that the water from this will go down to the bottom and then comes back up. So basically what it, you see what it's doing, coming in here, going down, working up, going out, going all the way down, coming back up and then out. Now, some people think, well, why have I done that? Why didn't I just filter? Let it drip filter down. But my concern was that although I have got a top-up mechanism on the pond, it only comes on in the morning. It just tops up the water for 5 minutes and then back on. And I didn't want all the filters to empty. Not that they would do anyway, but just in case, based on the media getting dry or anything like that. So that's the way I've done it, and so far it seems to be working well. In this bit here, we did have a pressurised filter. I've also got the electronic controls for the pumps and everything there in there. But the pressurised filter is no longer on the system. It got removed and it was causing me a bit of a problem. One of the things that we had was that our original pond was leaking water, and we were having to top up quite considerably the amount of water in the pond on a daily basis. So we decided basically that was it. Enough was enough, and Dyson went inside with a couple of the spunkins, and they basically lived there while we shut down and stripped the other pond out. Now, time's gone on and this pond was finished, and strangely enough I was still losing water, not to the extent that we did before, but I was still losing water, and it turned out to be the pressurised filter, and it was leaking. Now I changed the seals, had silicone bit up, but it was a risk I wasn't prepared to take, so I've just taken it out. The filter that I've got at the side here is more than adequate for this pond, and it's doing the job. I mean, yesterday tested the water and ammonia. Nitrites were 0. Nitrates were at 0.25, a little bit up, but I mean, I wasn't worried about that. So that's where we are with the pond and the garden. But most evenings, me and the fish lady, Donna, will sit over there and enjoy the sunshine, which has come out again. So hopefully you've enjoyed that update. We're not intending putting any more fish in this pond. There's 10 in there, and they've got to grow out. I mean, the one thing that I may consider is just increasing the size of the pump that's in there, so we get a bit more water flow. But at the moment, it seems to be doing okay. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in another one. Bye for now.